How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome to the demo of CrownTrick. It is a synchronous turn-based roguelike coming out later this year. I've kind of seen this one floating around a few different times, like tweets or Reddit posts, things like that, and I've been looking forward to it, and then just like all of a sudden the demo dropped, and I was so excited, so I wanted to squeeze this in right away. It's synchronous turn-based combat, which means that when you make your move, the enemies are making their move at the same time. I'll kind of blast through the tutorial and hopefully it gives a good sense of how exactly that works. So you can see on the ground it is actually like a grid base. Each individual move would be one step or progression. You heed my summons at last, Eli. It might be Ellie. I'll say Eli. I'm sure you have many questions. For now, however, you must wear me to proceed. Come now, put me on. Grab me up. I do like the hand-drawn graphics. Thank you, Eli. Your questions will be answered in time. First, we must leave this dangerous place. The Crown's got his own little shifty eye going around. It looks like for the tutorial, it just gave me like max health and energy. It's absurdly high. I'm sure you've noticed, Eli, but this world is different from the one that you knew. The world moves as you move. Stand still when you do. So you'll see, like, as I step forward once, they'll all proceed at the same exact time. That's the synchronous part of the turn-based. So I should be able to, like, predict their movements and kind of, like, dodge them around, like, bait them into moving the way I want them to, where I want them to, when. You just start recognizing their patterns, then you can scoot your way through there. Obviously, this is the most simple version of it. There's going to be combat as well. Like so. Now we have our Royal Defender. Ooh, the UI looks really clean. Heal 2% HP after a successful block. And the crown hilt shines brightly under the sun. You don't actually wield it. It just kind of floats around you. It's kind of peculiar, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. I say that as if there's something to get used to. It's quite regular overall. Remember the law of this world. When you move, so does the enemy. When you stop, so do they. So either when I move or attack, attacking also counts. So this guy will eventually... Oh, see, he doesn't walk in. You do the attack first, then he does his move. Oh, nice, well blocked there, Eli. Oh, there, my health and everything went back to normal, reasonable values. Boots. Ooh, blinking boots. Move forward 4 tiles, passing through objects. Okay. Nice escape mechanism as well, if need be. Oh my god, this armed bird is the best. I absolutely love it. What an absurd thing. Why is it so weird to see a bird with arms instead of wings? It's like, upsetting almost. Gotta make sure I position that properly so that you don't accidentally teleport yourself into the flames on the other side of it. Ooh. They get damaged as well. Well, I'm just gonna move around and let you guys take yourselves out. Interesting, you do kind of have to alert enemies. They weren't gonna naturally start pursuing me. You have to gain their attention. Don't even have to let a swing out. I am going to try and alert them and immediately bail. Can you still see me well enough that you'll pursue beyond through the flames? Excellent. It doesn't take that much energy to use the blink, but it does still use some. 11, is that what I'm seeing that it uses? Yes. Oh, hello. The Lady of the Lake? It's not a very good lake, though. It's just like a tiny little pond. Fully healed, and elixir flasks refilled. Cool. So there, I maybe have a maximum number of flasks that could be upgraded over time. New type of flask, fire flask. Create fire terrain that burns enemies. It just has fire abilities. So I can use that to burn down these explosive crates. Oh, cool. I get to place it. We have a new enemy type, this cool pig-looking guy. Oh, crap. Okay, well, at least I managed to... Well, now I'm stuck being pursued. I didn't mean to teleport there. I didn't mean to just do a regular attack. Well, I guess I'm doing this a second time here. Luckily, you can cancel once you initiate. I thought that all of this was going to burn, so I wasn't being quite as choosy about where I place things. Yeah, it doesn't matter as much when all you're chopping is these brooms. I gotta get more used to X being teleport, A being attack. I don't know why that feels slightly off. It's not that absurd. Maybe I want to lure these guys into the muck first. And now, if I were to explode this... Okay. You can burn down the oil, which is neat. Turns out I didn't have to lure him in there first, but it was slightly more satisfying. Was that like experience or mana that I just recovered? What am I finding in some of these pots? Unclear for now. Be careful, this one looks tough. Ooh, do we have a bit of a boss monster going on? I would like very much... Yep, that's what I was waiting for. Don't mind if I do. Just get some nice birds going on there. I'll lure him back into it a little bit more. Let's do that once more, shall we? Ooh, he used a bit of a special skill. Damn him. Oh, crap, you get, like, slowed down on that and everything. Alright, well, I think I just have to stand and fight. He doesn't have that much health left. I kind of made that more difficult for myself than it needed to be. Did the crown just collect something? It, like, collected, oh, familiar skills. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot to do in this game, isn't there? A lot of stuff to, like, learn. So I learned his flamethrower. That's kind of cool that you've learned these. There's a cooldown of just moving one space. Gotcha. And I can also generate a barrel. Huh. Can I only have one familiar at a time? Maybe, but there is like 2 more slots in there. All of a sudden this combat feels a little bit like puzzle based more so than anything else, you know? Oh, can I immediately just do this? What's the range on the flamethrower? Okie dokie. How, like, yeah, you can just ignite the oil stuff even without. I don't actually need... See, I don't like how cornered I am here. I feel like that's a good way to get real messed up. I should probably use a flask here. But yeah, then I don't need to throw my fire flasks in order to explode these sorts of things. I can just use the flamethrower instead, which is kind of cool. The flamingo. Flamingo? Free at last. Let's go. When you say things like that, it makes me feel like I shouldn't have freed you. That maybe it was a bad thing. That maybe you're kind of evil. Free at last. People could say that just out of the relief of being finally set free, but most of the times it's villains who have been trapped for a very long time. Who, free at last. Barbara, you're going to take new potions. Barbara's tonics, her tonic refinery. I don't have anything that I need to spend. Increases defense, increases attack. Are these permanent upgrades? It's unclear. How's the refinery work? It would be like improving them. Upgrade her workshop. Again, I don't have any of the gems I need or anything, but it's just kind of cool seeing the different variety of ways you can progress things there. I need time to prepare. Come later. I guess that's probably where I would upgrade, like a shield, things like that. Oh man, what else do we have going on in here? Keymaster? Scrooge? The Scrooge Bank? Insurance? Okay, yeah, here's some of the roguelike stuff coming in. This is like Rogue Legacy. I'm sure there's other games that have it, but you can spend things you've earned to make it so that you always reserve like a minimum amount. When you die, you can also make it so you find more things. Decreasing costs of upgrading a familiar. That's pretty cool. Can I talk to either of you individual little gnomelings or whatever that are looking after this area. I don't know what the stump is. I assume it's maybe how you head to, like, the first dungeon, I guess. Amanda's items. Here we are, then. Pretty straightforward. You can upgrade the bomb, the flask, whatever. I haven't found a majority of that yet, so most of it doesn't mean much to me. Upgrade your familiar. So this is something I definitely can't do yet. Hellkite, I think I actively have with me. I guess that was just the tutorial. How many... Do I have access to all of you guys immediately? Jack-o'-lantern, Mandra, and Raven? I'm curious if I need to find you or if I automatically have you. I think we can just go on ahead. Ooh, choose stage. We have Witch's Dungeon, Frankenstein's Lab, Floating Ruins in the Sea, Corridor Between Time and Space. The Witch's Dungeon, holed up in their sunless dungeons, witches brew chaos and evil in their crucibles, vowing to destroy all who dare disturb them. 9 different rewards to be obtained here. 6 different foes, 4 of which are the familiars that we just saw. So does that mean the swordsman guy and the chicken knight, who is amazing? He looks like he belongs in a Princess Bride. He's like the main character of that, but in chicken form. Could those be familiars as well? Because I would very much like to have the chicken guy if I can. Starting familiar, but can I like obtain the other ones? Interesting. It like my clothes were even changing. I think that was changing for all of them, and maybe it's a bug or something that now I don't get to see back what the other ones look like. I think there's supposed to be 4 unique options. Oh, there's a passive skill, so I don't really know what focus element does. Steadfast seems like better armor or something. Chain strike and energy saver. Do you know what? It might just be, you know, how it says focus element plus 20% skill damage. That's probably it. Because steadfast plus 30% physical defense. I think it's showing me right there underneath where it says, like, what the class is. So I think I'm going to try the bomb and summoner, the elementalist here. It just seems like a neat combo. The familiar itself looked kind of interesting. So now I can actually do a little bit of like exploring and try and discover new things. It's less a matter of just following the little linear tutorial path. Well, can I break this as well? I'm going to break everything. I can just kind of run. I can move into its space rather than swinging at it. First thing I think I want to do is chuck a bomb into this. Cannot use? Why not? Oh, it has to be on an enemy. Oh, crap. Oh my god, you turned the enemy into the bomb. Did I just find a scroll? As, like, the crystals, yeah, that made a lot of sense, but summons a rain of fire, dealing fire damage and causing the ground to burn? Ooh, maybe this... Nope, I misunderstood. I don't know what's going to go next to where it stores my... my familiar skills. Beast hide for killing a weird broom. I guess we are in the witch's place, so fighting brooms kind of makes sense in that regard. Beast ribcage. Can I like craft spells or something? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these different things. Ooh, big crystal. Can I just snag that up? I can substitute out my familiar. Well, I guess we could play around. No, I haven't even done a summon with this guy. I want to see what that's all about. So I just get this cool skeleton archer with a sweet hairdo. I dig it. Alright, I'm going to hang on to this for a little while then. Obviously, it has a limited time of which it can last. So I'll just immediately summon a new one. Oh, it's not always the same, because that guy's on my side now too, even though we've previously fought them. That broom is just doing its own thing, I guess? Slime dog standing by. Interesting. So he's just... I basically only fight it if I decide that I want to? Does my summoned helpers not attack unless they're attacked first? They don't seem particularly useful. He was kind of standing around doing nothing. 3 turns. 3 turns before it triggers an explosion. Okay, you can just stomp on these slimes and it doesn't actually do anything. I guess I will try a different one out. Nope, nothing happened. No, I have both. I do have both now. That's what I was waiting for, to see what the hell would happen with those 2 remaining slots there. Okay, so now we can play around with his, like, earth swoosh, as it's called, and victorious charge? Is that what that was? It was a little bit underwhelming, I would say. But now I should be able to chuck a bomb. Well, I'm gonna throw it at this guy just because it seemed like a fun idea. All I've done is awoken them both, so now I can earth whirl. Well done, Eli. I'm not the most efficient at this currently. I'm sure there's like an insane amount of ways you can chain together attacks and interactions and things. A dark ritual. You see an altar glowing faintly in the darkness. A low voice from nowhere says, "Show your sincerity and the abyss shall reward you." Place your crown on the altar to show your sincerity. Touch the altar with your palm. The candles in the altar are too bright. Extinguish them. That seems like the least likely one. This one seems like it's gonna bite me in the ass, but I'm gonna put my crown on there. How dare you offer me as a sacrifice? The crown rejects you angrily. Oh, I lost MP from that. Not max MP, did I? It seems like just regular, maybe. Nope, that's poison. The purple barrel's poison. Should have guessed maybe there was something wrong with that. Well, I managed to shatter the statue. It was maybe not the best decision. Oh, the flask heals both things. A treasure room of some sorts? I don't have a key. Is that fine? Yeah, I'm all good. Cold intelligence. +1 enemy freeze duration. +3 enemy burn duration. And chance to block when wielding a sword. I'm going to get burning. Because I only have... I don't have a ton of fire stuff right now. I don't have like flamethrower and all that still, like I did with the dragon familiar. But that's fine. I'll take as much advantage of it as I can. And try and burn enemies down. Burn them all. Seems like a good strategy. Works out for most people, so I figure if I just imitate that, then it'll work out for me. Ooh. Is this like an in-between section? Obviously the big cauldron is cool. I don't know if it's just like a little doodad. What's this? It's just another thing to be broken. The way it was tucked in the corner, I thought maybe it would be something I could actually pick up or use in some way. Nah, it's just a weird, like, creature's head or whatever like there is elsewhere in this room. Okay, but now cauldron. I have everything. I can craft, but I can't level up. The status crucible. Yeah, I have one of everything, so craft, right? Intelligence +5, strength +5, magic defense. I'll take bonus strength. I can only use it the once, hey? So that's like finding beast talons and what have you is much more about... Nice, well done, buddy. Is much more about... Here I actually have to like stop before I'm allowed to move because my helper that I summoned is busy doing the actual attacks and everything. Oh man, I got sidetracked so many times. But I thought that maybe I could find, you know, like repeated beast hides and everything, that it would have some purpose in the overworld type area. Now it seems more just like it was meant to fulfill that one specific quest or what have you. Oh god. I'm wigged out by the amount of enemies in this area. Nice. I was hoping I could lure... That might have been my own guy, actually, who just got lured into the fire like that. Oh, he had a shield. Well, if I fight him like this, though, I can leave him standing on top of it. And I'm going to summon something behind him to help me wail on him here, because this guy's a little tough. I like that you can drop in a servant like that. And he dropped a chest of some kind? Get him away, chest. I don't want to have to walk across the fire to obtain whatever this is. Damn it. a hammer fist instead of the defender. Oh, you can see it'll hit 2 squares in front of you, and the third one gets like an extra strong. Each 6th normal attack guaranteed to cause a stun. I'll try it out. I'm just largely just messing around with things right now anyways, so I might as well mess around with different... Oh man, that's cool. I like having the range behind it, and the way that they kind of like rocket punch looks very cool. I imagine I'm kind of playing around with the elemental effects here. Yeah, you can totally like extinguish the fires with water. Which I don't think I necessarily want to do currently. I'd rather you guys come walk across it. Come show down. Right on top of the water. You idiot. That was not intended at all. Well, he kind of cooked himself there, didn't he? So I'll just try and punch people from a distance again. Oh, I still have my teleportation shoes that I'm not, like, taking advantage of. Oh, there he comes. I was wondering why he wasn't coming closer. Nice, when he's within the 2-block range, he just does like... Ooh. Nice. I like how it highlights where he's about to cast his spell, but when he was in the 2-block range there, then he just does like one fist each sort of thing, rather than the 2 big heavy-duty punch. Am I supposed to use like the correct element against each of these? No, it looks like I can just break it apart. That was a lot of gold, actually. There was a ton of gold in here. Yeah. Give me all the golds. I'll keep breaking these things apart. Okay, that is the smallest one. There's got to be something to be done with these crown symbols on the floor, because it's specifically marking it on the map right now. It's a teleportation. Gotcha. I don't know if I have to activate it in some way or something, but I don't appear to be able to use it currently. I don't know if this will work. Yeah, because it has to be cast on an enemy, right? There's like an exclamation mark to the side of this room here. There's an event. And so I don't know if there's just another way to access that room, or if I was supposed to be able to break into there somehow. We'll explore around a little bit more and see if we can figure that out. Burn effect, +3 burn effect. Plus 50 critical damage against frozen enemies. When wielding a sword, each adjacent enemy increases your normal attack damage by 10. That's pretty cool, but I did ditch the sword, so I guess I'll keep it going with my cool guy fists. I must have to be able to bomb my way in or something like that, and I just don't have what it needs currently. But I wish... One of the familiars... Oh, do you know what? No. It's not one of the familiars. I was thinking one of the familiars has the bomb skill. Yes, that's the familiar I'm using has that. The reason I feel like I have a way of accessing this is because I do. So I'm going to try... Ooh, I don't want to be standing right there when I do it. Bomb? Oh, I thought I could blow my way into the room or something. I'm still not convinced. That might still be what I'm supposed to be doing. I just did it incorrectly. Oh, you don't use the teleportation pad by like standing on it. You use it just through the map menu. So there we go. You do kind of have to get used to the fact that you can't run diagonal through a room. You do have to just kind of rook it around. Oh, I get one of these stops every time, do I? I guess probably every time, specifically when you're doing the Witch's Dungeon, when you're doing the edge of the time and space or whatever, things like that, it would be less the case. I legit just didn't find the pieces this time. Maybe they were dropping and I was missing picking them up. I would really love a refill on my flask. It's gotten quite low. You guys willing to come hang out in the fire? Damn you. Well, now you're getting punched up a bunch. There's something about these guys that they don't pursue you properly, so I can really just take full advantage. This frog certainly seems to like jumping around like crazy. Those birds are very dumb. I don't like... I wish there was a way to do like a passive turn so that you could give them a chance to just move themselves in a position. Nice, defeating him dropped mana. Oh shit. A phoenix tail, some bombs, and some other stuff. God damn. Water, please. Oh crap, it can't put me out. There we go. Oh no, I don't like this. How close do I have to get to be able to do this properly? This is the thing that I have as a familiar, and it's messing me up. Damn it. There, now you've distracted him. Now I can run in and throw my own bomb at him, right? Perfect. I'm gonna summon another familiar too, because my one guy's not doing so hot. What else could I keep doing here? I don't know if I want to do the victorious charge, but I'm gonna to try and put an end to this thing as quick as I can. Yikes. That was a challenging thing. Witch's hair. Witch's hair. Witch's hair. I'm overly excited about that. Nice. Loaded up on bombs. But the witch's hair is what was needed to do the upgrade. So I'm going back to the cauldron now. I don't know if that means I'm upgrading the cauldron itself or my thing or... yeah, I'm upgrading the cauldron. So now I could do status attack or defense. And I could upgrade it again for a miracle one. I don't know if that's permanent or just this run. That's kind of curious. I like this little goofy thing that's dancing around on the ground. You're very cute. I'm very sorry that I did that. Look at his little cloud barge that he stashes his stuff on. I would like to kind of know what these different things are before I buy them, you know? Maybe he's not looking to sell to me? Oh, here we go. I just have to be facing him head on. Or no. It's just not where I thought I would have to stand. This would be really good. I didn't know there was gun weapons, and if there were, that you had to spend a turn reloading. This would be a really, really awesome relic to have. When wielding a sword, right, we've already seen this one. I have so much money, I think I'm just gonna buy it. Why not? And if I find a gun, then I would like to have that. And yeah, I'm gonna give me everything. Give me all you got. I can kind of look at my full breakdown of everything here too. Strength is all about damage, elemental skill damage, physical defense, elemental defense, dodge, crit damage. 2 different familiars. I can kind of inspect my different skills and everything. All the relics that I have, which I thought for a second I had this one twice, but no, I just had the opportunity to, really. My encyclopedia of familiars there, which I have to imagine will expand quite a lot, maybe as the game's further into development, but right now there's not too many of them. Oh, perfect. I really did need to be healed here. And flasks restored. Whew. I kind of let that go a little far, honestly. Running in water grants you shields. It's only while you're directly standing in it. So does that mean my character is like a water elementalist? They might be. It's not immediately clear. So I wonder if you could play as like a fire character or things like that. Reward for winning in 20 turns. Oh god. Okay, so it's a challenge room. Bombs away. But I'm kind of just committing myself to getting meteor showered. That's fine. I'm choosing to deal with that and just accept the consequences. Standing directly in the fire seems like a mistake, maybe. I could have maybe bailed from that a little sooner. I would like to bomb this guy, and hopefully he kind of ignites his little space that he's on there. And I'm going to ignore that. Oh, turns remaining 4. Come on, buddy. Crap. Can I just, like, let you come to me? Attack? Attack. Damn. Alright. I couldn't do it. I kind of got a little panicky and stopped paying close enough attention to that. Ooh, I haven't used that at all. I should make sure I'm making use. Oh, there's only 2 slots here, hey? Well, I can already make bombs with my skill thing, so I guess I'll keep the scroll and the fire flask. Did I just find the exact same item again? Yeah. Not gonna bother. I guess I can just keep going on down then. I am progressing better than I thought maybe I would have. Here we can start seeing things like needing to interact with the environment. Guess you don't just punch it. Ooh, that was a very smooth animation. I liked that a lot. I don't know why that felt so impressive, but it looked well done. Actually, all this water does and everything too. The art and animation in this is pretty fantastic. I'm very on board with what they've done here. What do poison and fire interact? Poison counts as a liquid, so it like extinguishes the fire. Might have been a mistake though. Because now I'm stuck with this. There we go. It does fade over time, so I didn't permanently commit myself. Oh, I got the jack-o'-lantern is actually in this room as a boss. So I need to be a little bit careful, maybe plan out a little bit. Pineapple. Why are you called Pineapple? Is that the name of the enemy type that you are, or like is that the individual character's name? Oh god, it exploded when it died. That's good to keep in mind. Stay the hell away from that. He just blew up on the jack-o'-lantern. Nice. I didn't have to do anything. This stupid little helper took him down. A rhyme horn. Knock back enemies in a 3-tile row in front, freezing them for 1 turn. We'll try that out. I'm okay with trying out new things here. I guess I was supposed to be standing, not where I was. Well, I'll use Rain of Fire instead, perhaps, while I'm busy trying out new things. Now, I don't like doing that against these guys. Anytime I try to get near, then they end up gearing up their attack, the spell to cast against me, and then I'm standing in the wrong place. These guys are much easier to just use attacks against than they are to try to like set up creative skills or anything like that. Ooh, more witch's hair. And an infernal rod. Less damage, but it has a bunch of fire damage. We might as well keep trying out new things. Plus I have a bunch of relics that boost fire damage and how long fires last and things like that. I want a second look at this actually. Yeah, so it only attacks 2 squares in front of me. I gotta keep that in mind because I'll be so tempted, seeing as I've just had the 3 range for so long now. I'm gonna want to like stick with that as much as possible. I did miss the destructive capabilities of my hammer fists. They could just blow up so much at once with each and every little action. Oh wait, I can upgrade yet again. And I need a beast hide, and then I can use the miracle one. So I guess I'll need that for any of them, but I'll keep a sharp eye out for a beast hide as well as I can. I don't like this. I don't like... Okay, well there's a safe access point from the back here, so luckily it lets you just open it like that. Hammer fists again, that's fine. Whoops. I was just trying to collect the gold. That was a poor mistake. I better heal up a little bit before I take some random stupid damage from some likely mistake. Another one of these things, the Black Cat. You come across a pair of glowing lights in the dark castle. On closer inspection, it turns out to be the golden eyes of a black cat. The black cat cracks a smile and says, "It's been a long time since I saw a living soul. What morsel do you have for me?" My guess is they just did a color swap for this statue while they work on doing the final art for the actual cat. You take candy from your pocket. You remember that you have meat harvested from the dungeon monsters. You grip your weapon tighter. Dungeon meat. Fish! I'll give you some soul crystal for it. 8! That was a pretty good payday, actually. That was more than I was expecting to get from him. Man, I really hope we can exit reward for being hit 5 times or less in this room battle. Okay. I will try to be as careful about this as I can. I want to keep trying to use, like, range things as much as possible. And very much avoid these skills and things that are being cast against me, because they're going to mess me up for sure. Now I gotta stay away from the thing that I just cast that against. Perfect. Perfect. That was pretty well exactly how I wanted that to pan out, actually. I want that guy to stay exactly where he is. Yeah. I have an idea. I'll get him fighting my servant, and then I'll be able to light the fire under him. That didn't quite go how I thought it would. That's what I was going for. This seems like an effective way to not get hit. Is just chase things around the different elements like that. I like the servant summoning. There are fun ways to play around with that. Oh, and a beast hide. That's perfect. You I am a little more concerned about. Well, he's gonna use it in one turn, so I can't run from it anyways. That counted as getting hit. Yeah, I did it. Whew. I was stuck in the middle of a fire, though, so I have to use a flask, because I was taking a lot of damage after the fact. But nice, we got the bonus chest. Heart of Fire. Burning enemies may set other enemies on fire. Each enemy can only be set on fire once this way. Ooh, this is like, these ones are rare or something? Maybe they always have orange text. Maybe it's a different pool of items for these challenge rooms, and they are, like, literally better. When wielding a lance, each tile between you and your target increases your normal attack damage by 20, stacks up to 4 times. That's kind of awesome if you had the lance item, you just attack things from a range. Cross pendant, when wielding a lance, 5% crit chance if a single attack hits 2 enemies. I kind of want to use a lance, but for the meantime, I like the idea of enemies setting each other on fire. I'm really going for like a fire build character here, apparently. Absolutely, I'm coming back for the Miracle Crucible. And Revival Potion brings the dead back to life, can only be used once. These are the only things you can obtain from this currently. Oh, does that mean if I die, I'll get a second chance? That doesn't seem to be highlighted anywhere on here where I can pay attention. But you can see in the bottom left near my head and my crown there that it shows that this is what I have. The last time I used the Crucible, I gave myself whatever kind of buff that it was, and that's where it existed. So apparently, it only lasts for the floor, or it doesn't stack. I'll have to pay closer attention whenever I finish this like particular floor, because now I don't actually know what the case is. I want to set you on fire so that you can set other things on fire, hopefully. Oh, it was healing itself. I wasn't even sure exactly what was going on there. Nice. That's the type of distraction that I was hoping would happen. Nope. No, I want to leave then. Oh, I didn't realize I had cornered myself like this. Well, crap. I gotta try and use some of my more aggressive offense stuff here. Nope, let's tag team this guy and try and get myself out of this bad situation. Okay, he kind of position swaps with you. Very useful. Whew. I'm just gonna keep hammering on this thing then. That was not a good turn for me. This thing, you like can't escape it when he uses his oil shit on you. It's very devastating. It's a very strong move. I was very hopeful that if I did this, that the space I was on wouldn't count as being lit aflame. Flame amulet ×2 or level 2 maybe. Dodge next normal attack, and stun and burn your opponent. In that case, I'm ditching this, I think. I'll try out the flame amulet. I still haven't really used Rain of Fire, so I think I'm going to try and use that in the next room as long as it makes relative sense to do so. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how dangerous these guys look. I figure I'll chuck out a little something like that. This is perfect. Well done, team. I really kind of sacrificed my own guy for the sake of that, though. Holy Jesus. I'll try and use the fire shield. Might as well try and protect myself, maybe just a little bit. Boom. Get all the maximum fire stuff going on in there. And now, I'm piecing the hell out. Kind of forgot that I could do that. This is how you escape various forms of these different attacks being dropped on you. You just gotta get ready to blink out of there. Cool. Forgot that existed. Very useful. Now I should be much better off. Damn it. But then sometimes you move twice at once like that, and it's not a good thing. Crap. I'm getting messed up here. These wizard things are hard to deal with, especially when you kind of make some really simple mistakes. I'm hoping that... Oh, man, when you get right to their, like, zone, it kind of wigs these guys out a little bit. He's still burning, so nice, nice. I slowly, somehow, eventually managed to take everyone out. No elixir remaining, so... Caution, I guess? Question marks are just straight up unknown. Shit. We'll see. I don't like these imp things. They're explosive deaths and everything. Not particularly good for me. Come on, just come like a step closer. So I can chuck one of these bombs on ya. But then I'm getting the hell out of there. Perfect. That was how I wanted that to go. Because then I was able to attack him and he blew up on his buddy. Can everyone just come to me here? Oh man, I like exhausted the water shield. Or something there. I can't quite tell what was going on. I have no idea what this weird little wishbone thing is. Holy shit, I don't know what that guy's... Oh. I couldn't tell what his deal was there, what he was gearing up for exactly. I thought maybe he was gonna, like, charge in my direction or something, so that's why I kind of chose to just get out of the way. Oh god. I choose to blink away from this. Again, he is still just using his iron will. Not quite. How about you just come like a step closer? Oh, now that's fine. Now I'm not even worried about it because now he's burning. Perfection. Now I can find out what this is all about. Okay. Are there multiple of those across this one dungeon, probably? That would be my main guess. Ah! Nice, I can just harvest myself a bunch of gold again. There doesn't seem to be any downside to this. I was assuming by destroying these crystals there would be a trade-off or something, but no, I think you just get to milk a bunch of stuff. A bunch of gold. Now I'd like to take things slow. Do I want to substitute out a familiar? I haven't tried Mandra. And I would switch out Jack-o'-lantern for them. Nice, it switched the one I wanted it to. So you kind of have your permanent one you pick at the beginning, and then one that you get to choose as you kind of progress through things. Is one of your things to heal me? Damn it. Oh, next level. Are we at the bottom of this damn witch's dungeon yet? The 6th floor. Come on, it feels like we've gone so deep. Yeah, the thing that I brewed up last time, the miracle one. I forgot I had that. I legitimately could have died on that last round. But that was all it lasted for. It only lasts for the one dungeon. Or the one floor, I guess maybe would be more accurate. I'm gonna wish I had that again. Oh, boy. I'm a little concerned by this. I think I'm gonna ignite a lot of stuff right now. Okay, that went decently. I'm more or less okay with that. I would like to avoid being involved in this little battle while you guys duke it out. My god. I do, like, no damage to this thing. Why is this thing so damn strong? I was just trying to get some distance between us so I could blink the hell out of there. If I'm not using my bomb move, then I'm boned. This is like the only trick in my book that seems to be any good whatsoever. It's quite effective though, I will say. Meteor Shower level 2, is this the better one? Oh no, it's just it's more the same. Weird that this guy's like not falling in line with me. Wait, does he always do the opposite of what I do? No. Maybe that's kind of what he was doing, but now he's like locked on. I do. Okay, now he's back doing his own thing again. I wanted to get him in a line. Oh, I missed. Shit. Come over here, you dink. I wanted to play around with this. Not as good as I was hoping. This you can use to trap enemies. So he's stuck now. That's pretty good. Yeah, each one triggers too, so he ends up getting held for quite a few turns total. But again, bombs are all I got. It's the only move in my arsenal that's worthwhile. Plant bombs, blink away. That's my one and only strategy here. Oh, come on. This looks like too much. Oh, I walked right into it. God damn it. You are dead. Your soul will be returned to the Hall of Awakening and be reborn. I still get 23 crystals. I never, like, stash that or anything. More dungeons, more pets, a ridiculous amount of weapons and relics. The full edition will have react to all elements. Oh, so interactions between them, I think. Slay more bosses and minions. Add normal, hard, and endless mode. There is a lot of stuff being planned for this game. I'm curious now, I may have misunderstood the bank. Oh, for saving gold. You get to take the crystals home with you, but I didn't save any gold, so that would roll over to the next run. It's not actually something I could spend here. So where could I spend it then? I think there are some things that cost as little as 20, although honestly 20 took quite a bit. I had to do like a 50-minute run to get only 20. Well, this only costs a couple, so I'll buy a strength tonic. Is that a permanent upgrade that I now have as a character? Or is it something I can now find in the dungeons? Right, it's not that you sometimes find level 2 bombs or fire flasks or whatever, but you can upgrade them to be level 2. The dwarf isn't in game yet, so I'm going to take another quick look at the banker. You can also do all this, like upgrading the different parts of the bank, but I might as well pay for... Nah, I can't even pay for the cheap things yet. Quote, cheap. I liked your skills. Do I have what it takes to upgrade you? Cost 40. These guys, it seems like I can... Nope, also cost too much. Oh, wait, but I would be upgrading each individual one. I was kind of reading this all wrong. So I could upgrade very specifically the stat bonus of the one familiar. But probably that's not increasing his stat. Increasing that would mean when I have him as my familiar, I receive that stat increase. 10% extra life healed from elixirs? Sure, I'll upgrade that. Yeah, there you have it, guys. This is CrownTrick. I'll have a link down below if anyone wants to check out this demo for themselves. Seemingly, you could spend hours and hours with it. There's a lot to do. It's got some pretty cool mechanics, and you could, like, really refine your strategies, work with lots of different builds, with the different familiars and things like that, and focus on collecting specific items. I think it's damn cool. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do here, so obviously I'm excited for the full game. But yeah, this is very impressive for a free demo. I highly recommend it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.